Hi, Jeff Rapport, and we're back with more Metal Rules TV, and we're all tired and delirious. But here's another story for you. Skeletonwitch is reissuing 2 of their albums on Gatefold vinyl, which I think is still cool. I'm sure some of the guys...
vinyl, huh?
Yeah, guys still like the vinyl. I wish I had a record player. I don't have one. But
all the crap you have and you don't have a record player.
I should have one because I actually still think that record players sound better than DVDs. I mean DVDs.
That's
CDs.
ridiculous.
They do. They sound.
I think they have a
record
different
player.
sound.
I
don't
love
think
that
it sounds
sound
better.
What's up with the crackling thing? Is that they factor that into the sounding better part?
That's if you don't clean your records.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Already? So they
That's not naturally.
Theoretically, they shouldn't have the crackling.
Yeah, it's not like a natural thing like you order the crackling online.
I thought that's what they sounded like.
Yeah, okay.
And you had bad records.
I don't have any records.
Or a dusty
I'm saying
player.
that's what
I don't know. I was just playing records today. And
Don't you like the way they sound? There's no crackling, right?
There's no real difference. It's just fun having a record.
I think records are
I
fun.
only own.
I just bought
one vinyl.
I just bought Sabbath Bloody Sabbath on like 180 grand vinyl at Tunes.
And how does it sound?
Like
Does it sound better
anything
than,
else.
does it sound better than the CD or the same?
I don't think it's any better or any different. I don't know.
Well, here's what I
Sounds all
remember.
the same to me.
I remember like I used to like listen to records, before I mean there were still tapes when we had a record player, so it's like Michael Jackson albums and stuff on it. But I remember like when CDs came out and it was like, oh my God, that's what it's supposed to be like. To me, I remember CDs. All of a sudden, it was clear and it was like representative. Like, and I know to an audiophile that's not true because they say essentially like the waveform, like an analog waveform, is like goes up, it goes down,
Right.
and then when it's digitized, actually you're getting
They cut the peaks.
so you're actually getting like an approximated version of that. So theoretically, it's not as good. But everything now is recorded digitally. So aren't you theoretically getting what was captured? Like how can you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, like you're not.
That makes sense.
captured
Yeah.
digitally.
Yeah, I mean it's not like
If you're going to use big words, then I'm going to have to agree with you.
But I'm just saying it's different if you're like listening to Led Zeppelin 4.
digitize.
Which
was obviously all analog.
Yeah, and then that has
Right.
a certain it was meant for a certain platform, and then you listen to it on that platform. And I understand but I noticed like our lifestyles have changed. Like back in the day, people would get a record and they'll sit around and they listen to an album. And I feel like people don't do that anymore. I feel like we're doing more, we're more mobilized, and we listen to music as we do other things.
I hate digital downloads. It's just me. I feel like you still got to get like, even if you're just getting a CD, you got to have the CD. I don't like the then it just feels to me, I mean it's the music still, but it still feels like nothingness to me. Like you don't have anything to hold in your hand or look
Nothing
at.
tangible.
Yeah, I need a tangible item. I could never pay for a song. That's just me. I mean, I'm old, but
You love stealing stuff.
Yeah,
I think
like,
I had a revelation not that long ago when I was like looking around my room and I was like, and I noticed all the files. I have like movie files on my computer, a bunch of music. I'm like, I have all this stuff. It just takes up space. It's just like, but at the end of the day, I don't need the thing. I want the song. Like you want this, like the album artwork is great and all that stuff. Well, it's just all that stuff is great, and that is the packaging. I love it.
Sure.
It's great, but it's still just a plastic thing.
to me, it's something to sell on eBay.
No, but what I'm saying, but it made me when I looked like, I don't know. I just think that is if you look in the future, that's what is going to happen. All these things that are
It's not looking in the future.
intellectual-
That's happening now.
Well, it is, but I'm saying, but people still have a room in their house where they have CDs or they have
Right.
a bookshelf.
Right.
I'm saying that may,
Or a case of
in 20
DVDs,
years,
right,
that
yeah.
may not.
It's not
You might
gonna
go
be
in a house and how people will have more space. They will be cleaner. Like look at this, or even look at a show like Hoarders. You don't think people look at that and then think about themselves and like, why do I have all this shit?
Yeah.
Like,
Every
what-
time I watch that show, I'm like, man, I need to sell something.
Yeah,
Get rid of
it's
this.
just we're a consumption, based society, and that might because the thing is you can't have nothing grows infinitely. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to kind of wind down, and things go up, they go down. It's cyclical, and you can't just consume. You can't just buy. Like I think we might see it in the next 10, 20 years a kind of adverse reaction to that, and more maybe we'll become more minimalist. I don't know.
I like it.
Oh,
I don't know.
when it comes to albums, I mean vinyl, people are actually buying the album. Digitally, you can just like illegally download it.
Right.
No, I know, but still a lot of people. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the idea of it. You know, just
Right.
even.
But bands should be all about vinyl.
Well, no, but vinyl sales have gone up and up and up. You know,
Right.
because it's a niche market that's grown. It's become more, I guess, not cool, but like it's just gotten it's caught some
It's more
steam.
collectible.
Yeah, it's kind of neat though, because both of these things are coming out in limited, like 500 things.
Well, we've had 2 of our records come out, and I've owned it, but I've never like had a record player to even play my own records.
You can go over to Brian's house and play, because he's got a
I
record
do have a
player.
record player.
Yeah,
Hipsters love it, and DJs love all the vinyl stuff too.
but the reissues are for Breathing the Fire and Beyond the Permafrost. And
What are we talking about?
Skeleton.
Skeletonwitch,
Hipsters like
Oh.
they're a good band. They're actually I went to JJ was on tour with them, and he took me to go see them. I think it was in Delaware, and I went and saw them, and they were really cool.
They have maximum headbanging.
Yeah,
riffing.
they're really good. They're kind of like blackened thrash metal,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
but they're
Good-
real
good
like
description.
real old school, real good guys, real nice guys.
There's
too.
like 6 beards in that fan. There's like 4 guys in there.
yeah.
Nut beards, fucking
Yeah.
face beards, fucking armpit beards.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Nice dudes, good band. You should check it out. If you collect vinyl, I'm all for it. If you want to have negative space in your house, then just download their music.
There you go.
And that's it. Skeletonwitch.
The end.